Hey folks, welcome back to Renovate Ottawa. This is Season 1, Episode 8, the Smoked Out Condo Part 4, the finish and inside a property flip exclusive. Want a copy of Rehabbing for Profit? Check the posting below, click the link to Amazon and get yours. So let's get on with the show. Okay, so here we are. This is the finished product. I'm going to use stills because it's just easier for people to focus in on the finishing without moving the camera around all over the place. So here we are looking into the kitchen from the living area, which is living and dining. The light is actually like that's the dining area. So we're looking into the kitchen from the living dining. And this particular project, we used a European kitchen. Now it's kind of a contemporary design, although he chose handles that are a little, they're not necessarily contemporary handles, but it all works. Pay attention throughout the project. We try to keep the consistency as far as hardware, design, products like the laminate flooring, always all the same. Everything kind of matches. But this is a shot looking into the kitchen from the living dining, and you'll see that these are like European cabinets. So you can see there was a little nook that was in the foyer. We turned that into a pantry because now it's more of an open concept, where we took out some of the wall between the kitchen and the foyer hallway, kind of opens it up so that it now becomes part of the kitchen space. So we've created a pantry out of this little nook. So here we are as we pan around, we're looking into the kitchen and you can see the finishes. So there's a glass door in the corner for some nicer dishes. We used a subway tile that's got an accent subway tile in it. We used a granite countertop. You notice that there's two faucets. We have a portable washer dryer. So the second smaller faucet's actually to hook up the washer. And as you can see, there's the stove and the microwave hood fan. And then here's obviously there's another shot angle looking into the kitchen directly from the dining room. And now here you can see, as we look down the hallway, you can see some glass mirrored doors. We have I believe these are Bostonian colonial doors. So all the same kind of doors. Don't necessarily quote me on the door style. I'll try and check it here and I'll put a reference in the video. And it's all new door hardware. The first door on the left hand side past the closet doors is a storage room. The first door on the right is to the bathroom, and the door straight ahead is to the master ensuite. All the closet doors, as you can see, we have a mirrored finish ebony door. We chose that trying to give the unit a little bit of punch. All the closet doors are the same. And here we are, we're looking into the bathroom. This is a shot of the vanity with granite countertops to match the kitchen. All the same hardware. Cabinet to match, so all the cabinets match. I think it's very important when you're doing a flip and like all your hardware should match. All your design elements should be the same or similar. Like in this case, they're all brushed nickel faucets. The accessory kits, same thing. The lighting is all similar. In this case, they're bronze finish lighting. We have a dual flush toilets, energy saving, so they're 6-liter toilets. There you can see a shot of the raised sink and the faucet set. Again, the mirror is there to complement the finishes, for example, with the closet doors and the lighting, where they're bronzed finishing on the lighting. You know, as you can see in the bathroom and now the kitchen are the same. And here's a shot of the master ensuite, which is just a powder room. Again, identical finishes to the main bath. Here we have a shot of the tub surround that's in the main bath. Again, it's subway tile with an accent, subway tile, brushed nickel finishes. Here's another shot of the closet doors. This is the master. Here's the second middle bedroom. And now we're looking into the third bedroom. So all the finishes are the same. Same doors, same flooring, same everything. Here's a look at the hallway, both going down and coming back. And now here we are looking back at the kitchen again. So now we're going to talk about the numbers. And my first rule in investing is make money when you buy. So it's the discount. Make money when you hold, which will be the revenue stream. And make money when you sell, which is like the capital gain at the end. always very important when you're investing in real estate that you try and follow that rule, so you're always making money when you buy the property. There's lots of properties you can go and buy, and there's certain locations where you can't make money when you buy it because there's no room for a discount, or there's a lot of properties you get into and there's no way to have a revenue stream. Or so I find if you want to have a successful investment, when you're investing, I follow this rule. My number one rule in investing in real estate is it's the three-prong approach. Make money when you buy, make money when you hold, and make money when you sell. Very important. So now let's talk about the exit strategies. In this particular case, it's a long flip because the owner decided that he wanted to, in his particular case, he lived in the building, came across this property. So he had another unit. So what he wanted to do is renovate this, move into it, and then renovate or do some work on the other one, and then sell the other one later, and then sell this in like a year or so. Now, this was in 2017, so I'm not sure if his goal was to stay in it for a year. But his long-term strategy also could have been, as number 2 here, could be a long-term rental. He could have turned around and moved somewhere else and kept this as a long-term rental if he was waiting for the market to catch up. Just so happens that in Ottawa in the last couple of years, we've had a seller's market, booming time to be flipping real estate if you already have some. In this case, he got it at a good deal, and he was able to do that. And the third option, obviously, is to raise revenues, is to do Airbnb. Now, the rules in Ottawa have changed in the last year. Airbnb, you now have to live in the unit if you want to have it. So if you want to rent a room out, but you're supposed to be an owner-occupied Airbnb. There are too many instances where there's been parties and crime and all kinds of things in the Airbnb thing. So Ottawa's kind of clamped down on the Airbnb stuff. But in this particular case, if you can do it, we'll look into that in a few seconds here. All right, so let's look at the numbers. So the after repair value in 2018, when we finished this property, was $200,000. Current market value, because of the seller's market that's gone on over the last couple of years, it's now jumped up to an easy $280,000, and it would be a price war trying to sell it. So a great time for this owner, because it was a long flip, to stay in it for a year or two and then put it on the market and really profit from it. So his mortgage going in was about $100,000. His down payment was $25,000, so he bought it for $125,000. His closing costs were around $2,500. His original renovation budget was about $26,000. We ended up doing some upgrades to the property, so things like upgrading the electrical panel, upgrading to granite in the kitchen, going to the ebony doors, all those, so there's an upgrade cost for about $4,000, and then the cost of his appliances. So his total renovation budget came in at about $33,000. Total project cost was $160,500. So in 2024, the profit now would be $140,000. Now, getting back to the revenue streams, as an Airbnb, you could easily get $150 a night. If you're renting out 2 rooms, if you try and cheat the system and say you keep the entire unit as an Airbnb, you'll do really well. But let's say if you follow the rules and it's an owner occupied, or you're renting at least 2 rooms a night at 50% occupancy, that's annualized revenues about $54,750. As a long-term rental at $1,800 per month, plus utilities for a 3-bedroom, that's about $21,600. So it's like less than half. So you can see where there's an advantage to going Airbnb. And the other part of the expenses of the numbers is the expenses. So the mortgage costs roughly around $625 a month, because it's a low mortgage, $100,000 mortgage. So the payments are fairly low. Taxes are around $125 a month. Condo fees are about $400 a month. Insurance, about $100 a month. Now, that insurance, it might go up a little bit if you tell them you're running an Airbnb. The insurance cost might go up a little bit. It wouldn't be more than double, maybe $150 a month. Maintenance, if you're going to be doing some maintenance, $100 a month is ample, because the entire unit's renovated. You're going to flip it in a year or two, so there's not a whole lot of maintenance. if you're running an Airbnb, you're going to have cleaning costs. But the annualized expenses then are about $16,000 roughly a year. So when you look at the long-term numbers, looking at the mortgage cost of $100,000, cash invested was $60,000. The cost of the sale, when you flip it at 6% plus closing costs, you're looking at around $17,800. So the capital gain on $280,000 is $101,700. So the return on investment on the sale is 168%. That's a pretty good return over a year or two, depending on when he flipped it, because this seller's market's been happening in Ottawa for the last couple of years. So he did very well when he flipped it. And based on the Airbnb, cash on cash, which means that's the net income on money you're invested, 47% is extraordinary, considering the average is 7 to 10%. And the return on investment overall, 232% when you add what you would earn in revenue from the rentals and the capital gain, 232%. You'll never find that in a mutual fund or even in stock investing. You have to really know what you're doing. So looking at the numbers, you can see that this was a really good flip. I called this a smoked out condo because of, it was a very smelly condominium there. The previous owner was a long-term owner, 25 years. He was a heavy smoker. The place reeked of nicotine. So we had to go through quite a bit to get rid of the smell. So like I said, the owner kept the unit. He still lives in it. This has been the Smoked Out Condo, a property flip exclusive. I hope you enjoyed this series. Be sure to watch all the short clips as well. Thanks for watching Renovate Ottawa. Tell your friends. Share the video. Share the episode. This has been the Smoked Out Condo Part 4, the finish and the inside exclusive. Looking for a copy of Rehabbing for Profit? Check the posting below. Click the link to Amazon. Hoping you're having a great day. As always, you keep crushing it. Let's renovate, Ottawa. Let's go.